Hello, my name's Gary Gray from Veeam Software. This is a colleague of mine, Stephan from Quantum. We're here to talk about how we work together to help people protect the data that they've got. What Veeam Software do and what we do very well is use technology to move data from one place to another in a very agile and manageable fashion. For our core business, how we use that ability is to protect people's data using a methodology which is common in the industry around a 3-2-1 methodology, which is having at least 3 copies of your data on at least 2 different media with at least 1 off-site and probably a +1 in there with an air gap between your protected data and your production data. Now, I'm pretty comfortable that our friends at Quantum can help simplify that, because it does sound quite daunting in terms of moving from a legacy architecture where you've just got perhaps 1 copy of your data that you're using as insurance, if you like, whereas today we want to be able to utilize that data in that 3-2-1 methodology, but in a simplified fashion. How can you help us do that, Stephan?
So Gary, thank you for this question. So in fact, with Quantum, we have different type of technology. So
right.
We have our deduplication appliance, which will enable us to back up the first level backup directly with our latest integration running VDMS inside the box. That will allow us also to deduplicate the data and maybe replicate it offsite if the customer requires to create its own DR scenario.
Okay.
And we also, for that, you spoke about 2 types of media. We also are manufacturer of tape, and we have tape libraries, very small to large one. And in that case, tape is directly created as a backup copy, which can be kept in the library. Anyway, it's already a kind of air gap solution because virus, ransomware cannot propagate on the tape, and if you want to have more compliance or more security, you can vault that media, and it also can be encrypted or even using warm technology to make sure no one can delete the data.
And would you dedupe it before you put it onto tape, or is that dedupe appliance one of the 2 different media?
So we dedupe, we have our own deduplication in the appliance. However, when we send it back to the tape through and orchestrated by Veeam software, it will be undeduped. So what is put on the tape will be, I would say, the native format of the data. So you do not need an appliance to read back your tape. You can restore your data directly out from the tape. And if people want to also use more long-term archiving solution, I think you do cloud also?
Well, what I mentioned at the get-go was we're great at moving data from one platform to another, from one place to another, and that place, that target, could indeed be into a public cloud. Absolutely, we offer that solution.
And what about all these new fancy HCI solutions? I think, we support those as a partner.
Well, what's important is that we together can protect data on any different platform that's out there.
Correct.
Including these days, it's important that we can protect HCI, Hydro Converged Infrastructure Solution, from the likes of Nutanix. And absolutely, yes, that's supported. We've been working with the HCI vendors for years to make sure that our software can protect their data, but working with you, we can now build a simplified infrastructure to protect that, right?
Yeah, correct. And especially with the DXI, what these people are looking for is more likely, how quick can I recover my data? Right. By having our technology embracing the VDMS, we're allowing to have also very quick instant VM recovery of 1 or multiple VMs for business continuity towards those customers.
So when customers are talking to us about managing their recovery point objectives and the recovery time objectives, by working with us too, they can design that to be as robust and as quick as they need it to be.
Correct. By leveraging disk with replication, tape and cloud, they can surely find.
And the DX product that you mentioned, has that CPU power in there?
Yeah, so the DXI has, of course, CPU when we run it. And what we did, however, for the tape, which is quite nice, is that a lot of people think that tape is complex. It could be on legacy architecture. However, what we've done with Veeam, we have directly embedded a mini server inside the tape library, so CPU, RAM, and disk, and you run directly the tape proxy on it. So you don't need to have a special physical server to manage the tape. You just plug the tape library on the network.
So by using Quantum and Veeam, we're not necessarily using any CPU overhead from the production environment.
Nothing. Everything's being deduped on the DXI, or even when you are doing the backup copy from the DXI and tape, the workflow is going from the DXI directly to the tape,
Right.
which is quite interesting. And when we deliver those solutions with your technical team, or also technical people are trained to deploy Veeam software and configure the best practice on the DXI and the tape.
And in terms of using it for the customer, what about integration? We're integrated, right? Our management tools?
Correct. So recently with the upgrade 4 on V9, you have now in the drop-down menu, the DXI logos. You just click on it, and in a few clicks, it gets automatically configured with the best practice settings. So
Sounds
very
great.
easy integration for the end user.
So we're integrated in management. We're offering the customer a best-of-breed data protection environment that conforms to 3-to-1 methodology.
Correct.
But by just using 2 different vendors, it's pretty simple.
Ease of use, and also having that air gap complete solution, which people are right now looking at it closely.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Stephan.
Thank you, Gary.